So someone really doesn't want to let you go. See, you Virgos have got the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. You Virgos happen to be in a position to really be able to give to someone else. Remember what it is I've said in a lot of my videos, right? It's better to give than to receive, because if you're coming from a giver's perspective, it means that you're more than likely coming from a perspective of being higher or in a better position than the person that you happen to be giving to. So the Six of Pentacles represents just that. A lot of you Virgos are in a position to actually give, right? A lot of you Virgos are very well off at this time. You don't really have a lot of liabilities. You don't have a lot of debts. You don't really have a lot of bills. And even if you do have a certain amount of bills, you know how to pay them off, right? The Ace of Pentacles, life basically is your treasure trove. You have a lot of financial independence. You know, you have a lot of financial resources. Things are starting to look up. The Knight of Swords, however, represents people want a piece of that. You know, people want that. You know, they want to be able to understand how is it that you're doing what it is that you're doing. So a lot of you Virgos have a lot of attention coming to you. You know, probably even all now as you see this video, right? You've probably experienced some stuff. The Two of Pentacles and the Hermit representing Virgo, right? So you showed up here in your own reading. The Two of Pentacles is about how it is that you know, a lot of you Virgos are asking yourselves, why would you want to give up all your secrets to how you live your life to somebody else, right? Like, why would you want to share that with somebody else? Why would you want to be put in a position where you actually have to give to somebody else simply because they asked you to, right? A lot of you Virgos are in a position to give, but a lot of you Virgos are positioning ourselves to give to ourselves, because like it is, I said before, you know, a lot of people don't understand the gift that a lot of us Virgos will give. Like with us Virgos, people don't really understand why it is that sometimes we will look like we're throwing them away. A lot of times people don't know us. They'll say certain things like, oh, whatever. What it is that Virgos want to do is, for any of the cross watchers, what we end up doing is we end up as Virgos, and a lot of you Virgos could put me onto this if I'm lying in the comment section. Sure you will. But what us Virgos will do is we will put a person in position to be able to learn to figure out skills for themselves, for the real world, or how things are done, so that they can learn how to be their own individual without the Virgo. And then depending on if the Virgo, us, if we have really saw with our own eyes and our own inner light, it can be something long-term or short-term. If we determine, because remember, we're the healers. So if we realize that a person may need a little bit of help, in the past, we would pick people up, teach them how the world works, and then teach them how to flip the script for themselves to where they can actually start benefiting from how the world works, right? And creating their own rules, right? But a lot of times people don't take that seriously. They focus more on us. They find it easier to try to make us enemies, all types of goofy stuff. And a lot of times people are completely missing the point, right? They learn some new form of information, and then instead of them learn the information and understand, hey, listen, you know, you're right. You know, they're more interested in trying to, you know, be stupid, you know, get on the Virgo's nerves. They try to turn back around. And it's like they're dummies. They're completely missing the point of why it is that us as Virgos gave them the information in the first place. So the Two of Pentacles represents a lot of us Virgos are just we're very tired of having to tell people who want to be stupid how to stop acting like like they're idiots, right? And so now a lot of us is like, okay, why would we want to give to somebody? You know, because a lot of people don't listen. And the thing about us Virgos is that I don't know about a lot of y'all, but we have to figure out things for ourselves. And sometimes we can be the last people to find out about something. And then we have to play keep up, not catch up, but keep up. But then when we do get the information, we end up being able to keep up with everybody else because of it, right? And even exceed a lot of people because we're the fastest learners of the zodiac. So now, right, the Hermit, we're here looking at this situation, right, with the Two of Pentacles. We're looking at it like, why would we want to give away all our secrets and all of our knowledge to somebody else who isn't really going to cherish it, who isn't really going to take it seriously enough to actually try it out and stop making excuses or turn back around on us and act like they're a master of whatever because they learned some new stuff last week from us. And then now they think that they're the master of it, quote unquote, whatever that means. But they think that they're the master of it. And now they try to run those type of tricks or what it is that we taught them on us. And then we end up making them look ridiculous because we taught it to them in the first place. So now that Hermit, we're learning to value ourselves. Like, look, whatever, right? Hermit, staying to ourselves and making ourselves scarce. Now, a lot of people can't handle that. So the thing about, right, trying to get all up in our business. So the King of Cups now is about, and we're happy being by ourselves, being on strike. Because now it's like people can't get upset. People can't act like we're doing anything to them if we're not even in the room. And then the Five of Pentacles represents, you know, the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Now people are really pretty much regretting that. They're regretting it. And they would like for us to kind of reach out and see what you know, how are they? And it's like, but at this time, it's like, again, a lot of us Virgos are like, why should we, you know? So even when people sometimes may try to reach out and kind of give you some hints, forget about the hints, you know? Forget about all of that, you know? Still ego attached to it. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, you know what I'm saying? The Wheel of Fortune is about how a lot of you Virgos as well, you know, you really do have some decisions that you can make, and whatever decision that you make, it has a very powerful impact. You know, you can choose to go back and try to, like, you know, mingle and kind of resume society, right, spiritually, as it is that you can, or a lot of you Virgos can continue to be the Hermit and decide for yourselves when and where you want to help somebody out. Now, me personally, I would rather be the Hermit. Because I know, you know, I'm not afraid to interact with other people, but it's got to benefit me. You know what I mean? Like all of this stuff about sticking my neck out for other people, and then people just always thinking about the wrong stuff, always thinking about the goofiest stuff in the world, you know. Tired of all of that, you know. You get what it is that you getting, you know. So the Queen of Swords is about how, you know, and a lot of you Virgos are pretty much ready for the criticism. You're ready for a lot of people to not necessarily like it or like it. The point is that the Queen of Swords represents your decision that you make. Some of you Virgos will decide to kind of, you know, use this as a break to recharge your internal batteries, right? Your energy, your life force, and kind of resume society again spiritually, right? And kind of re-link up with the people that you interacted with that wants your attention now. But then I just see that some of you Virgos will remain back and be like, nah, still no, forever no, because they should have really taken what it is that you said, you know, at least and at least into consideration. Because that's the one thing about us Virgos that a lot of people don't talk about. Virgos, we as Virgos, we get ignored a lot. When we spend a lot of time trying to tell people what it is, a lot of people don't like to listen to what it is that we have to say. Then when the stupid stuff happens to them, right? And and that drop like the story of that raindrop like the story of Noah, right, comes crashing down or whatnot, and some people feel it. Now they're trying to get themselves on that Noah's Ark. So let's clarify some of these cards now. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, right? Yeah, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Sun. The Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords for the Virgos who decide to just stay back and not really resume society like that. I honestly see that you Virgos are just having a good time being by yourselves. I'm not going to say which one is better, right? That'll be up to you to decide. But a lot of you Virgos who stay alone will be happy alone, just chilling, because you don't have to worry about constantly having people, because that's one thing people do too sometimes. People will sometimes be helpless. They'll deliberately be helpless. They want you to do everything, right? You treated them so good, so well, they want you to do everything. They don't want to lift a finger. And then when you telling them, yo, I taught you this so you can learn how to feed yourself for a lifetime. I taught you how to fish so you can learn how to fish instead of running around asking people like a punk dog how to fish, or excuse me, to give you a fish. What are you doing? Then they'll act like they don't know what you're talking about. They'll insult you. Oh, poo on that. I don't know what you're talking about. So a lot of you Virgos are like, look, I'm done. I'm chilling by myself, chilling. I got all these cups. I got all of these things that I could do, all of these hobbies that I could have. I'm resting, relaxing. The Four of Wands and the Sun represents, or you can go back spiritually to, like I said, to those people that want your attention, and you'll be the center of attention. So ultimately, it really will be up to you Virgos, right? The Four of Wands, people will praise you a little bit more because, could be for a time being, it could be for a long time, I don't know, but I've made my decision. But because they need you, right? Because you're the helper, you're the healer, you're the person that heals broken people. But you got to understand what comes with that. If you're going to go back, broken people are dysfunctional people. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I just want to say thank you for 9,100 subscribers. Really appreciate what? Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.